Hi everyone, welcome to our foundation workout for Ageless Wonder. We're going to do some very simple workout here, nothing too complicated, adjusted for your range of motion. If anything causes pain, don't do it, just cut down on the range. So anything that we're doing, you feel any type of weirdness, just take your time, come back to it as you get to know the workout. So first thing we're going to do is put our feet together, right? And we're going to do knee circles where I do a slight bend and then straighten the legs as I make these circles with my knees. So this is going to loosen up the ankle, the knee, inside the hip a little bit. And then we'll switch directions. And these joint rotations just to wake up the body, a little bit of proprioception, getting everything ready to work. Now widen out a little bit wider. And hip rotation. So making big hula hoop like circles, let my head move opposite of my hip. And then we'll switch directions. And all this should feel really easy, really smooth, no pain, nothing. Now we'll go a little bit wider still, and we'll do some torso twist where I reach diagonally. I'm not trying to reach too far, twist too much. I want to keep my spine nice and upright. And if you want to keep the arms bent, you can. And just reaching like this, just twisting through the torso. Now arm circles, right? So just pulling up and opening out. Nice and easy, smooth, switching directions. Now just gonna roll my neck, making big circles here. Nice and loose, no pain. Switching directions. All right, now we're gonna get into the exercises, okay? Nice and quick. This is how we want to present the exercises to you. There'll be scale progressions for our members. We'll show you how to make this work for you if you're having a tough time. And if it's easy, you can just pick up the intensity. But the idea is 4 exercises here, real simple circuit, and we're just gonna go from one to the other. And I'm just gonna make a little detailed explanation for each one. So our first one's our cross back lunge. Notice how I'm about shoulder width with my feet. I step behind into the outside, and the leg that steps back, that arm reaches forward, trying to keep my torso square, right, as I go side to side. Now, I'm not going too fast. I try to touch my knee to the ground, but I don't let it drop to the ground and bounce, okay? So if you're having a tough time, maybe you just go this deep, but if you can, you try to do the full range of motion, just going side to side, left to right. And when you do these exercises, you can do one long set of each. You can do multiple short sets, one short set. I always believe something's better than nothing, so if you're pressed for time, doing like say 60 seconds of each exercise will be perfect. Now I'm gonna put my feet together. Next exercise, my Hindu squat. Right, so feet together are a little bit apart, but not wide. So hip width or inside, I prefer together. When I go down, I'm gonna bring my heels off the ground. My arms swoop forward and then they pull back, right? So my heels come off the ground here and then I pull back. So the idea when I'm doing this, and let's see with the camera angle here, if it hurts my knees, I'll hinge more and keep my heels on the ground, and that's okay. But if the knees are comfortable here, I wanna pull the heels off the ground and then come up. And I like to give the out breath right there. We'll do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next exercise, a Hindu push-up. So we come down to hands and knees, put the hands shoulder width right underneath the shoulders, right underneath the chest, and I let my elbows rotate inward, not outward. Very important, okay? We'll keep the shoulder nice and healthy here. So from this position, I come back and up, head back, chin in, tail tuck. Try to push my heels toward the ground, my back flat, I drop in diagonally, then I push up, and I push back. If you're having a tough time, you could drop to your knees, right? That's okay. But ideally, I'll go just like this. My elbows squeeze to the midline, and I make my out breath here. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now our last exercise for the strength and conditioning component is our supine opposites. Okay, so I'm going to lie flat, push my lower back into the ground, left hand on the ground. I'm going to lift up my left leg, lift my right shoulder off the ground and my head. I lower down, let everything touch, but I don't let anything slam into the ground. I have control. I can go up quick, but have control on the way down. Excellent exercise for the midsection. Excellent full body exercise too. Works pretty much all the muscles on the anterior chain. And then we'll switch. Same idea. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now some mobility. That's the idea, right? So we want to do, most importantly, strength and mobility, stability, mobility, coordination, cellular function. That's the base of what we're doing. Then on top of that, we have all kinds of other stuff that we can do. We can do segmental training, like specific body part training. We can do mobility training, power training, speed training. But a typical workout, we'll do some tough exercises, or could be tough, or just kind of like a nice little sweat session for some people. Some people, hardcore strength training, that routine. But then we want to do some mobility, right? So we're going to do a really simple one right now. We're just going to go to a straddle. You don't have to be in a full split. Like for me, there's no real pulling sensation going on here right now, right? I feel comfortable here. So if you don't feel comfortable, you might be a little bit closer in. If you get to where your legs are this close in, that's where we take a different exercise, right? But just do the best you can. I want to be in the side straddle with my chest up. Now, I'm going to let my left hand reach towards my right knee, and I want to lean to my left, letting my right arm come over top. I am trying to touch my toe, but in this manner, keeping my chest open and my arm reaching over, right? And if anything, try to push the back of this knee down to the ground and the toes pulling back. And then we just maintain the stretch. So I might feel a stretch in the thighs, but I really want to feel maybe in this hip flexor, but through the lat, through the QL muscle. Just letting everything hang and reach. We'll do this about 30 seconds. You can hold up to 60 seconds. These are nice, easy, static stretches, right? So we're going slow. We're not forcing it. We're letting gravity do the work. Right hand goes towards the left knee now. Left hand over top, reaching to my right. And the main thing of this too is just breathe. So if you're hearing yoga a lot, they say move with the breath. That's a great cue. When you breathe in, you might come a little bit out of the stretch. When you breathe out, you might go a little bit more into it. But don't force it. With static stretching, you just let the muscle just relax. That's the main thing. And as we come back to center, we're going to reach right down the middle, trying to get the chest toward the floor. You can contract the quadriceps as you lower down there. And just breathe and relax. Don't force it. Just go where you feel comfortable. chest exercise. I'm just gonna come right together here, right? Point my toes, and I'm trying to take my chest forward. I'm folding, and I'm trying to take my head down towards my shins as I reach forward. And then move with the breath like the other stretches. And that is it. So, simple workout. Simple doesn't necessarily mean easy. And there again, like I said, you can do multiple sets. With the mobility at the beginning, that's just kind of get you loosened up at the end, just a little extra. I would just do one set of each of those, and then the in-between, you can do, like I said, one long set of each exercise, or you could do, like, say, 30 to 60 seconds, 2 to 4 times, just cycling through, maybe taking a little break for 30 to 60 seconds at the end of the fourth exercise, then go back to 1, back through 4, like that. Really great workout you can do anywhere, no equipment, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy.